What do you do, Dad? What do you do, Mom? What do you do, Dad?
What do you do, Mom?
I'm an architect.
Wow, an architect? Wow! Oh, boy, too much. Wow, an architect. What's an architect?
Why don't you ask this man? Sir, can you tell my daughter what an architect is?
Sure, ma'am. An architect is someone who figures out what it's going to take to build a good building, then draws up a plan and a list of things the builder will need.
Do you have an architect's plan for this building?
No way. I didn't need any. See, this here's my dream house. I know exactly what I want in my dream house.
Are you gonna want walls?
Walls? Walls. Must have slipped my mind.
Looks like you should have hired an architect.
Well, now you know why the world needs architects. It takes more than just dreams to dream up a dream house.
Is this where you work?
Sure is. This is an architect's office, and these are my tools.
Wow, what are all those books?
Well, they tell me the strengths and sizes of the thousands of different things you need to build a house.
Gee, this looks like fun, sitting around and drawing all day. Can I try and design a house?
Sure. Sit down and give it a whirl. What's the trouble?
I don't know where to start.
Well, why don't you start with where? Where are you going to build your house? A city brownstone would make a pretty poor ski lodge, and at the same time, an A-frame would look pretty silly in the city.
I want a house on a lake in the country.
Okay, then you have to decide what kind of house. A rustic log cabin, or a modern house with lots of glass to let the sun in.
I want a modern house, and speaking of sun, I want it to have solar heat, so it'll save energy.
Then, as an architect, you'll have to read up on solar heating systems to know which one is best for your house.
Gee, there's a lot to know to be an architect. Where did you learn all this?
In school. It takes 5 years to get your degree. Then you have to train with someone who's already an architect, and then you have to take a test to get your license.
Oh.
It's tough.
Then why do you do it?
Because I love it. You know, the first architect was nature, who carved caves into the sides of hills. That's where cavemen lived. Then the Indians had an idea. If buffalo could live inside those warm hides, why couldn't people?
It looks as if those buffaloes didn't always like being evicted from their own hides.
But buffalo hides did make nice warm teepees. The first architects were likely to design their buildings from whatever was easiest to get their hands on. On the African plain, it might be grass and straw. Along the South American riverbank, it might be mud.
Here's mud in your eye.
But as men developed better and better tools, their houses got more and more complex. Thatched roofs turned into slate and shingle. The invention of glass made windows possible. And soon, architects were designing great buildings as if they were giant works of art.
Wow, look at those windows.
Around the turn of this century, people decided it was time to make the outhouse an in-house. And that's when a whole new trade was invented.
Plumbing.
Right. Soon people started leaving the farms for the cities. The cities got more and more crowded. And when there wasn't any room to grow out, architects started designing city buildings that would grow up. And as newer, stronger materials were developed, skyscrapers got higher and higher.
Wow, the skyscraper was a good idea. But it must take thousands of different things to build a skyscraper.
Oh, it does. From cement to steelwork, from rivets to railings, from lumber to lucite.
From Memphis to Mobile, my mama done told me.
Hold on, honey. Do you want to be an architect or a comedian?
Maybe I'll be like that man we saw building a dream house. Maybe I'll be both.
Terrific. Now you know what I do when I do what I do.
You know something, Mom? I like what you do. When you do
What do you do, Dad?